My name is Sergeant Brian Gallagher. This is the LAPD's Operations South Bureau Human Trafficking Task Force. I have Officer Kimberly Felix, Officer Rosanna Lou Legend, Officer Vanessa Rios, and Officer Andrew Gonzalez. There's 4 of them and myself, and we are the unit. Our primary responsibility is to combat human trafficking.
She's been trying to get away from this guy for a couple of days. She literally had this knife on her and called and said, "I can't get him to stop beating me. I'm about to cut him."
Good, how are you? I knew it was so important for me to see the experience.
We've talked about doing this for some time, and I'm sure that I will walk away changed no matter what. In that way, I'm really interested to see what happens.
We do go out onto the streets where pimps have put their girls out on what they call a track. We find out what those areas are, and we try to go when they're heavily populated so we can connect with as many girls as possible. We connect with an average of 100 girls a week.
It's fast becoming the second most profitable crime in the United States.
These girls have come from a background where they just have, at 5 years old, some of them have been sold by their parents. Some of them have been sexually abused.
In America, parents are selling their
kids.
kids.
Here in your backyards.
The craziest track that I'd ever seen where there were girls out in like lingerie was literally 2 miles from where I was living. In the daytime, it was just this family-friendly area.
I was shocked to see how close to my neighborhood all of this was shaking down.
So who are these girls? How do they get to this point?
They all have some sort of vulnerability.
The average girl who's trafficked in the United States is 14. That means there's girls younger than 14 that are trafficked.
And they're courted by false pretenses.
They tell them how beautiful they are, something that they probably never heard in their life.
These pimps are looking for these young girls who are vulnerable, who might have low self-esteem.
They tell them that they love them. And this girl's like they completely brainwashed.
Most people don't have an understanding that what's always been seen as just prostitution is and has always been slavery here in the U.S. And we're just now becoming aware of that.
You've always just passed them by and said, "That's a prostitute there." No, that's a kid.
That's a child.
And you hear the horror stories, like what doesn't make the news, especially here, is all of the girls who disappear and how many bodies are found. We literally saw a girl a few weeks ago on the street and her hands were bound.
To be honest, I'm a little numb right now. I feel like I'm just letting it all sink in because I have to say, I mean, there are very few people who probably had a window to the world that I just saw.